Hello and welcome back. Long time no see. I apologise for the lack of videos. I've been quite ill. I managed to get one of those bugs going round. If you hear me still blocked up, I've got a bit of an issue with my sinuses. I will try and not sniff throughout the video. If I do, I apologise. Got that out of the way. So today I'm here to give you a quick review of the Clarins Instant Smooth Perfecting Touch Primer. And you would have seen this in a recent enough kind of haul. I've been using it pretty much non-stop since I've got it, and I'm very much in love with it. As you can see, it's sort of a light pink colour. It comes with this little spatula which you use to get the primer out. It's quite a thick primer, so you only need a small amount to, you know, sort of fill in those pores and stuff. I tend to have quite big pores on my nose and a bit on my forehead and just on either side of my nose as well. I've done a wee video of sort of taking it out so you can see the consistency. You only need a small amount. I would recommend taking out a very small amount, and then if you need more you can use more. I have used this all over my face previously and it works fine as just your normal average everyday primer. I don't think it lengthens the wear time of your foundation massively, but as you'll see, I have applied it basically on my nose and just a wee bit either side, and on my forehead as well. And for me that's enough, because as I said, that's where I have most issues with large pores. But I do find with this primer it definitely helps to smooth the look of it, so my large pores aren't quite as obvious. You definitely can still see them, but not unless you're really close and you're having a really good look at my face. So, you know, it definitely does help reduce the look of the pores or minimise my pores. So I picked this up for £26 for 15ml or 15 grams, which is quite a lot for quite a small tub, but because you only need the teeny tiniest amount, I will see that this will last me a while. As I said, I have been using this, must be the best part of 2 weeks anyway, and there's only a small dent in it really. My camera focuses. You can see there, there's only a very small dent in the product. I really do like the feel of this. I rub it into the back of my hand. It does feel slightly silicone-y, but not at the same time. It smooths on really nicely, and I just like the feel of it on my skin. It's not heavy, it doesn't irritate my skin, it doesn't clog my pores either, which I was slightly worried about because obviously it's filling in those lumps and bumps on your face, so I was worried that it was going to clog up my skin and make it, you know, basically more spotty, but it doesn't seem to have done that at all, which is very good. This also works well with other primers. Now I know I mentioned before when I reviewed the matte primer from Bourjois that I didn't really want to be using multiple primers, but in that instance it was more the case that it didn't really play well with other primers as such. It played well with some and not others, and I don't know. This one works fine with all of my other primers, no issues. So I literally put some of this on my nose and my forehead, and then I'll use my normal primer on the rest of my face, and it's fine. They go well together. There's not a sudden difference in my skin texture, you know, it doesn't go, oh, nice and smooth, oh my god, really lumpy bumpy. They work fine together. This also works well with my various foundations. Now I'm not sure how well it would work with maybe a more gel based foundation. I have only liquid and powder. I do have one gel foundation that I'm coming to grips with, or getting to grips with. I haven't figured out how best to apply it, but I'll talk about it in a different video when I eventually figure it out and try it out a bit more. But for my liquid and my powder based foundations, this primer works really well. So overall I'm really pleased with it. I'm not sure if I'm going to rush out to repurchase because it's £26, which is quite expensive, as I said, for this small tub. I'm aware L'Oreal do a smoothing primer, which I've actually just bought my mum today, so that she can test it out. I'm going home at Christmas and she can test it out and see what she thinks. I'll also bring these so we can sort of do a compare and contrast. And if it works just as well, I will have a wee play myself maybe. If it works just as well, then I will just buy it in future. But I am pleased that I bought it. I don't regret it, you know, in that sense, because it does work well, and because it does feel nice on my skin, and because my foundation applies really well over the top of it as well. So I would give this a thumbs up if you're looking for a more high-end primer to smooth those pores out. I like this, it works well for me. Now with any review, it is going to be based on my personal opinion, and what might work really well for me may not work well for you. I have sort of normal combination skin. It's more normal than combination at the minute. The few bits that I have that you would have seen when I was applying the primer, that is pretty much mostly scarring that I've been working to get rid of for a wee while, and it is finally starting to fade. There is maybe, I have one spot on my chin, well I should say a second chin attempting to grow, but it's on the way out again, which is good. But yeah, this works really well. It doesn't do anything to help cover imperfections or anything to that effect, so I wouldn't expect that from it, but it works well to smooth out your face, to work as a nice base for any foundation. I think it works well particularly with my Revlon Color Stay foundation. It's a full-on, full coverage foundation. I haven't worn it as that today, I used it with my sponge applicator, so it's more medium coverage. But when I go full coverage, my pores are really, really noticeable with that one, and I notice when I'm using this, I don't have that issue. So yeah, definitely a thumbs up. I would recommend trying it out. I'm not sure if you can get a sample of this because it is quite small, but I'm sure if you ask at the Clarins counter, they might have some samples. They seem to have a lot of samples of their various products. So I like this, recommend trying it out, as I said. Thank you very, very much for watching. If you have any questions, please let me know down below. I'm sorry I'm not full of oomph today. As I said, not feeling the best, but I'm getting there. So I will catch up with you very soon. Thank you for watching. Please like if you like, please subscribe if you like, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!